guys, and welcome back to NoBlandMakeup, where we do makeup and body paint tutorials, usually with a cosplay twist. And today's video is going to be a continuation of my monochromatic makeup series. This time it's going to be silver, so it's a little more futuristic looking-ish than some of my other tutorials, or at least that's what I'm going for. If you want to see more monochromatic looks, I'll have them linked in the cards. And just for transparency's sake, today's video is sponsored by me. I have a merch store on Teespring. It's NoBland merch. If you guys want to buy some cool t-shirts, stickers, other things like that, I'll have it linked down below. And without further ado, on to the actual video. I swear I'm not sick, I'm just really tired. So first things first, like all of my other tutorials, we're gonna start by priming our eyes. Now what this is gonna do is give your eyeshadows something to stick to, make them be a little bit more vibrant, and last a little bit longer throughout the day. Now for this look, I didn't actually go out into the world. I did this at like midnight, if I remember correctly. This was a long time ago, you can tell by my hair color. But normally, especially if I'm gonna be doing, like, going to work or doing something that requires me to have my makeup on without me having to worry about it, I will definitely prime. So to kick off this look, I started with a gray shade in the inner corner. Yes, that is technically cheating, but if you think about it, gray is just the non-metallic version of silver. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. So for step 2, we're going to apply some gray eyeshadow into your crease. But while I'm blending this out, let me know in the comments what your favorite color is so I know what to do for my next monochromatic makeup look. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so YouTube knows that you meant it. Now for step 3, we're going to apply a little bit of black eyeshadow into the crease. This is just to give it a little bit more definition, and if I'm being really honest with myself, that was just a dark gray. I swear the silver is coming. Also take a little bit of time just to blend out that dark gray into the crease and into that lighter gray that you put on under it. You don't want it to be super harsh. This is supposed to look more like a smoky eye with futuristic-y colors. Now for my favorite part, the silver. So depending on how you do this, you'll get a different look each time. Obviously the intensity of the silver, whether it's a pressed shadow or a pigment, whether you wet the brush or not, is gonna change how each look is gonna look. For this, I decided to go with just a pressed shadow and a dry brush. If you want to make it more metallic, more in your face, you can always wet the brush a little bit and you will get just that. So for step 4, I think we're on 4, you're going to apply that silver, and don't forget to blend it into that crease. And step 5 is going to be to take some of that gray eyeshadow and sweep it over the lower lash line to kind of balance everything out from the top and the rest of your eye look. I like to leave a little bit of space open on the inner part of the eye just so I can add a little bit of highlight, because I do have smaller eyes, so it makes me feel like I look a little bit more awake. And speaking of highlight, that brings us to step 6. We're going to apply a little bit of highlight on the inner corner. If you ever feel like your eye look is kind of making your eyes look a little bit smaller or a little bit more sunken in, you can always apply a lighter shadow on the inner corner, and that'll bring some light there and make everything look a little bit more open. Now for one of my favorite parts, I'm going to apply some winged eyeliner. No, you do not need to do winged eyeliner for every look, but I do enjoy doing it. If you guys want some tips and tricks on how to actually apply eyeliner, specifically in a winged fashion, I'll have that linked in the cards up above. For a teal deer version though, apply a little bit, build it up, and I swear it will make your life so much easier. Also, don't try to do your eyeliner in the car, that's a little advanced. So when I started doing this video, I applied my foundation already, but I didn't do any concealer or anything. For darker eye looks, you definitely want to skip most of the face makeup until after you've done your eyeshadow, just to not have to worry so much about fallout. What is fallout, you might ask? It's literally any eyeshadow that falls onto your face as you're doing your eyeshadow. So for darker colors, that can be really annoying if you sweep it away and it makes you look like a raccoon. For this look, I wasn't sure if that was gonna happen, so I just saved myself the headache. And then for the finishing touch for this look, I applied what is not entirely a silver liquid lipstick, but it's close enough. I actually didn't have one, but if you have a loose pigment of any kind, specifically in a silver color for this look, but any kind, you can always mix it in with some lip gloss and bam, you have an eyeshadow color. Just make sure that the pigment that you're using is also lip safe, not only eye safe, and you should be fine. But yeah, that is the finished look. If you guys liked it, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. This was obviously done a while ago because my hair is completely different now. But let me know what other monochromatic makeup looks you guys would like to see. Hell, let me know what you guys want to see me do on my channel next. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so YouTube knows that you meant it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.